What's going on, guys? So Superfarm was added to Coinbase recently. You guys can see right here on the Coinbase mobile app, you can see Superfarm, and it is available for trade. And in my opinion, Superfarm is actually looking pretty good here in the chart. It is actually looking like it is coiling up here, getting ready for a nice potential breakout to the upside. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the chart here and the price action for Superfarm. I'm going to be explaining these trend lines in here, explaining these potential patterns that I'm noticing here in the Superfarm price action, and see if we can't come up with a possible price prediction for Superfarm. Real quick, before we get into the charts, since Superfarm is new to Coinbase, I thought I would come over to CoinMarketCap real quick and just get a few stats on the token here. Currently trading at $1.14, right now down about $2 and down about 2% here in the past 24 hours. And if we bring up the chart down here, just to take a look at this year to date here, guys, just to take a look at it in a long-term perspective here, you can see that Superfarm is actually in a very good potential buy zone, in my opinion. If you look at the previous highs back here and how much this thing has been trading sideways and consolidating for so long, it got a little bit of a push up here and then kind of fell back down, and now is still sort of in a period of consolidation and sideways movement. So after such a long period of consolidation and sideways movement, in my opinion, this thing, based on the chart that I've been looking at, is looking very juicy, guys. So stick around for the whole video so you don't miss the technicals coming up next. So Superfarm is ranked at number 239 on CoinMarketCap with a current market cap of $459 million. So a decent market cap, actually. And after looking into this project, it does actually seem to be pretty cool. I could see how this project would actually perform quite well. It is NFT related and DeFi related. Superfarm is a cross-chain DeFi protocol built to facilitate the launching of new non-fungible tokens or NFTs without the need for programming. A marketplace and an innovative set of tools allow any project to deploy a farm with its own rules. And through Superfarm, you are actually able to earn NFTs through staking coins, which I believe is actually very cool because staking is already a very interesting part of DeFi and just bringing about amazing yields and amazing returns for most people, especially when compared to a normal traditional bank account or savings account. And with this project, being able to earn NFTs with the potential for those NFTs to go up in value as well as a staking reward for staking coins is actually very, very, very cool. So if you look here, you can see earn NFTs by staking coins on Superfarm, NFT farming. Also, NFT Launchpad, launch limited edition NFTs on their Drops platform. And just to point out a couple of things that are coming soon, an NFT marketplace available for Superfarm and NFT trading, easily swap NFTs with other collectors. They're even venturing off into the GameFi sector, guys, with Imposters coming soon, an online multiplayer social deduction game developed and published by Superfarm. Superstarter is a new and exciting type of decentralized and permissionless crowdfunding platform. And coming soon, Superfarm will be multi-chain, which means it will be compatible with all the top smart contract chains. So overall, Superfarm looking very interesting as far as the project goes in general. If you want to know more, just check superfarm.com or check it out on CoinMarketCap. But let's go ahead and dive on into the price action here and analyze this chart. So let's go ahead and explain this chart I have up here on the daily time frame, guys, for Superfarm. And this chart is actually beautiful. I like the way it's structured. I like the way these trend lines are making good connections, confirming these areas of support and resistance that we have shown here. So let me just go ahead and explain this. First of all, let's go ahead and start with the broader picture here, which we have this beautiful rising, broadening wedge pattern here playing out. In my opinion, much so confirmed. You have multiple touches on the daily here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches there on the top. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 touches there with these daily candles on the bottom for support. And Superfarm has been trading out nicely in between this range. You had a nice run up here before bouncing and consolidating down. You bounced, you came back up to your resistance, got rejected up here once again, and then you fell back down to consolidate some more. And after you consolidated here, you've actually put in a couple of different patterns on the shorter intermediate time frames. And what we're going to do next is take a look at these patterns, see if we can't come up with a possible measured move and price prediction for Superfarm here as we venture off into 2022, guys. So with this being listed on Coinbase, and quietly actually, because I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, drop some comments in the comment section, but I noticed on my Coinbase mobile app that the new on Coinbase category is gone. So, you know, unless you actually found out some other way about this, and shout out to Sean in the Discord for pointing this out to me, because otherwise I probably would not have known that Superfarm was listed on Coinbase. So shout out to Sean in the Discord. Check the links in the description if you want to join Discord as well and join our community here. And subscribe, of course, if you're new, and don't forget to smash the like button. But shout out to him for letting me know, because the new on Coinbase section on the Coinbase mobile app is actually gone, so I would not have probably known about this one. And after looking at the chart, I had to bring you guys an update and a video on this. So next, let's take a look at these two potential patterns. So we have a potential asymmetrical, or pretty much an asymmetrical triangle pattern here, pointed out here, and then we have a falling wedge pattern here. So we have two different patterns, potentially one inside of the other, and if you look here, it makes perfect sense. Let me zoom in and explain this really quickly, and then we'll get to the price targets. So when you look at this bottom line of support down here, you can see you had these touches back here, and then you wicked down and you had a couple of fake outs here below this other support line. You wicked down below that a little bit there, and you actually caught your support on this support line, so which created this nice trend line at the bottom as support. So even though you had a little bit of a fake out here below this line of support, you still held on this support, which is pretty bullish. You have two different areas of support holding you up here in the price action, and currently Superfarm is squeezing here, squeezing very nicely in between these support and resistance levels. You guys know what that means. That means possibly a breakout coming soon. Next, let's take a look at this falling wedge pattern, which do typically break to the upside. And then we'll take a look at our resistance levels to pay attention to along the way, as well as our price prediction targets here for Superfarm. So with this falling wedge pattern, guys, you can see multiple touches once again to confirm these trend lines here, multiple touches here on the top, and then we have multiple touches down here on the bottom, even with our fake outs that we had. So pretty much two decently confirmed patterns. So next, let's go ahead and throw these possible measured moves in here to speculate these price predictions. As always, not financial or investment advice. Invest at your own risk, guys. Do your own research into this, but it does seem very interesting to me. So let's go ahead and throw these targets in here. Let's go ahead and start with, first, let's go ahead and start with this one. This will be a pretty large measured move. This would get us up pretty high. Let's go ahead and connect this one and bring it over to a possible breakout point. And in my opinion, guys, Superfarm is looking like, to me, it could break out here soon out of the falling wedge. That doesn't mean that we'll break out of this pattern that I'm showing you the measured move on now. We actually could take a little bit of time and consolidate a little more, or move sideways before actually breaking out of this larger pattern. But let's go ahead and put this in at a potential breakout point, which I would expect to be down here in this area, guys, general area. And that's going to put you right here at about the end of the month, actually. That would put you at about January 30th, guys, here on the daily chart. Now, that's if we get a breakout of this pattern, right? If we get a breakout of this pattern, we come up and we get rejected by this resistance, and we consolidate in this a little bit more and then break out. That's if we play out similar to this. Obviously, guys, with this being listed on Coinbase, once more people are aware, with it trading at a pretty low price, people like to snatch up those cheap coins on Coinbase when they're listed. So this thing could potentially break out sooner than that. I'm just saying by the end of the month, because according to the chart, that's kind of where you line up here for a possible breakout point. However, with it being listed on Coinbase like this, we could see this thing pop up out of here, not really need to consolidate, and go ahead and break out here sooner. So just keep that in mind as well. But this measured move of this larger pattern, which is a asymmetrical triangle pattern here on the daily, that measured move would get Superfarm up to about $2.45. Let's go ahead and throw in a price label there at about $2.45. So about $2.45 to $2.50 approximately there for that measured move. Next, let's throw in the measured move for this pattern that I believe we are closing in on a breakout here soon. You can see how much we are squeezing in here in between these two support and resistance levels. So in my opinion, this thing should be about ready to pop up out of here very soon, guys, unless we consolidate and trade sideways out of it. But let's go ahead and put this measured move in for this pattern. We would come over here to the top, to the bottom. We could be a little more conservative and come down here to these connections here, but let's go ahead and go with this one here and bring it down here to the bottom and drag it to our potential breakout point. And this would be for our falling wedge. So we're closing in on a potential breakout here soon, guys. I'm talking like within the next few days, potentially. maybe even sooner, depending on what happens with it being listed on Coinbase, right? That measured move gets you to come up and perfectly test your previous resistance at about $2.05, which is your previous top from back here, previous resistance from back here. This measured move would actually get you to come up here and test that perfectly right there at about $2 to $2.05. So that is a good target to look at for this breakout. Obviously, you would have to get above and break through this resistance that's coming down on you also. That's at about $1.50. And of course, guys, if we get extremely bullish, this thing goes parabolic or something, then we have our resistance up here to take a look at from this trend line. That's going to put you up here at around $3 if you come up here and you break up out of this and go somewhat parabolic. That's going to put your resistance up here near $3. So right above your measured move target of that larger descending, or excuse me, asymmetrical triangle pattern. So we're looking at around $2 for the first move if you break up out of both of these patterns. But obviously, if you break out of this one, that would likely get you a breakout of your other pattern. So you might come up to around $2, catch a little resistance, have a short pullback, and then a continuation up to reach these other targets of around $2.45, $2.50 to probably $3 if this thing gets pretty bullish with it being listed on Coinbase. And real quickly, just to point out possible support levels to pay attention to the downside. If you break your current support here, looks like the next area down that I would be looking at is going to be your EMA at about 90 cents, guys. Next step down to that is going to be your support level down here, which is going to be at about 78 cents. And of course, if you come all the way down and break that, very unlikely, that's going to be down here around 50 cents, guys. And with this thing having an all-time high of approximately $5 and currently trading at about $1.13, I'm telling you, the chart is looking pretty juicy, okay? You've been on a nice period of consolidation, downwards, sideways movement for a long time. You've just recently started putting in a nice rising pattern, this rising broadening wedge pattern. You're now in another period of shorter term consolidation, gearing up for a possible move to the upside with it being listed on Coinbase. Very good, guys. Might be one you want to keep on your radar. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Superfarm with it newly listing on Coinbase. Smash the like button on the way out for me and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Come down and check out our other updates, guys. I just posted a few videos a couple of days ago that have been getting some decent views. I did a price prediction for Theta, price prediction for Algorand, and also an update on the Atom, Cosmos Atom, and Farm token breakouts. So definitely, if you love cryptocurrency, I say it all the time, you're not in the wrong place. Hit the subscribe button, join the community here, check out our gaming, crypto gaming and more channel also. It is listed on the channel homepage. You just scroll down, you can click on it, go over there and hit that subscribe button if you would. Let's grow it to 1,000 subscribers. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.